Hello and welcome to the show. I'm here on Dirt Rally, going to be showing off the new hill climb event that has been added. We've got the Pikes Peak course to go and have some fun with over here. Now, there are two layouts for it. You have the modern day Pikes Peak course that is all tarmac, and you have the older one that is a mixed surface rally. We're going to start with the tarmac one. There's a full course, or it can be split up into sectors. If I could press the right button, there we go. There's 3 sectors to it, so you can run each little bit individually, or you can run the full thing. I'm going to have a go with the full stage. Now, there are currently only 3 cars for the hill climb event. We have the Peugeot 205, the Audi Quattro, and the Peugeot 405. And you can't use the game's normal rally cars for the hill climb, and you can't use the hill climb cars for the rally stages. I hope at some point in the future you will be able to, because I'd love to take these silly things through some of the very small, narrow, windy rally stages, and perhaps see how some of the modern rally cars or the Group B cars do on the hill climb, and so on and so forth. So I hope at some point we'll be able to do that, but at the moment we have a selection of these 3 vehicles, and I'm going to start with the Audi Quattro. Now, I have done the first sort of sector of this stage and found out the Audi is the worst setup on any car I've ever driven. It is abysmal for this for this particular circuit. It wallows and bounces like some of the crap I've built in the Horizon 2 rally cars. Like, if you imagine like the worst cars of that's kind of how the Audi handled. I'm going to have a get. I've never really much got into setup on here, but I'm basically going to massively firmen up the suspension. I did briefly test, and I've now completely forgotten what I did to make it handle a bit better. I'm just going to go for that. It might try and stop it from wibbling and wobbling and being... It's just so crap from standard. I don't want to go to advanced. There is a huge amount of tuning in here that I didn't realise. You've got just everything you could possibly want from tuning. Yeah, I mean, if we go into it's not brake, we go differential. You've got all your different stuff. If you want to do the tuning of the vehicles, there is it's as detailed as Forza and so on. I generally can't be bothered with all of that, but I will edit it to try and make it slightly more controllable, and I hope this is roughly around what I had it running before. Now, the Pikes Peak course, we start with a rolling start. Didn't realise that. I was expecting it to be a standing start. And another one of the challenges that we have is we don't have a co-driver. And I have done the first sector, and most of that was in a car that, well, it was basically undrivable. This is slightly better. It is a lot better than the first bloody thing that I drove. I would be amazed if I don't come last through here. In this stage, the AIs are tough as nails. On the normal rally stages where I have a co-driver to help me out, I go to hazard a guess, I will get absolutely mullered. I'm just being so cautious through this. So people who have done this stage or this route a few times are probably shouting at me to be braver, but that's the bit that I know. That's the bit that I have driven before once. Oh, there's a hairpin coming up and somewhere. Oh, no. Car's getting away from me. Some more. I think there's a hairpin, and then that's about all that all I've done. I think this is a hairpin up ahead. And maybe... Oh, yeah, okay. We're kind of... I don't know where I'm going anymore, basically. I'm in a... What was it, 600 horsepower Audi with no idea. I'm going to have a slow down over here. Because I don't know. There could well be a sudden corner. There could well be a sudden corner anywhere. Oh, that's a sudden corner. We will panic and use a handbrake and almost stall. Oh, this is a fun course. I love the challenge of Dirt Rally. Dirt Rally is going to be one of the hardest racing games I've played in a long time. But this is absolutely terrifying. We could probably be a lot quicker. We could have been a lot quicker through there. I would love a speedo to actually know how fast I'm going when I'm in cockpit view. Oh, we're slowing down. Hey, we made it around a turn without bumping into things. I don't think I've bumped into anything. I've slightly scared myself a couple of times. Oh, there we go. You definitely want to... I don't think this is a particularly good setup. Maybe it's just the Audi. But you are definitely going to want to have a good setup for these cars on this course. If it's wrong, you have such big accidents, or if you don't like the way the car's driving, the chances are you're going to have such big accidents, because this is a very, very fast stage. and these are very, very powerful cars. We're going to bump the inside on the curb. Oh dear, careful now. Nope. Bad Audi, bad Audi. It's still not really to my liking, but it's so much better than it was to begin with. I'm not quite doing as terribly in comparison to the AI as I was expecting. I'll be honest, I was thinking I was going to be, oh, okay, now we're going to be a long way down. I was thinking I was going to be like 30 or 40 seconds down by this stage. Admittedly, that spin has cost me quite a lot. There. Damn it. We were going to be within 10 seconds of them after the first third of the run. This looks like there's a hairpin coming up. Let's just slam on the brakes. There was a hairpin coming up. We've not quite got the hang of getting the quattro around the hairpins. This isn't the most impressive piece of driving I've ever done. Okay. I can't quite chuck it in the same way that I have been doing with the previous cars that I've been driving, the Group B cars and the modern rally cars and so on. I mean, admittedly, this is the first full tarmac stage that I've driven on. The Monte Carlo one, there are bits of tarmac and there's bits of ice and bits of snow. I can probably go a bit faster into these corners, but get round here, get round here. Oh, that's a sudden tight hairpin, and then it I'm not sure I've done a particularly good job with the setup of the car. Get around this bit. Whoa, and then we suddenly get fired out the other side. It suddenly found some go. Oh, turbos. There go turbos. This is a tough stage. A tough route, whatever you want to call it. There looks like there's a hairpin coming up. There we go. That'll do. First, yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing with this car. It's such a weird. It drives completely. Oh, arse. We're going to go straight off there. Oh, we found an indestructible bush. GTA 5 would be proud. We're back on the road again. We're fine. Yeah, these things are just so different to the other cars that I've been used to drive. I wasn't expecting them to be this different to the Group B cars. Yes, they're more powerful, but they're still quite crazy. I'm assuming we're going this way? Yeah, sure. Whoa, slow down. I've completely locked the brakes up as well. That's something you're not used to dealing with either. This is going to be another ridiculous challenge to get used to. Get it round the hairpin. It doesn't really slide in the same way that I was expecting it to. Yeah, we are so far down. Admittedly, we did have a little bit of a spin, but there is just so much grip in this car that you can't really get, like, not that I normally want a car to be sliding around, but I can't get it sliding when I want it to be sliding around some of these hairpins. Where bloody hell are we going now? I'm going to have just a little dab on the brakes, just a little slow. Okay, big slow. We've bumped a little bit on the outside of the course. Yeah, that wasn't the greatest corner. We're over the halfway stage now. Oh crap, that's a very tight corner that I didn't think was. I would like a co-driver for this. I'll be honest. Could definitely bloody do with one up here. Now it looks like it's very quick. Where are we going? We're going over this way. We're going to have a lift. Lift and coast. Lift at speed limit 15 miles an hour, apparently. That sounds safe, at least. Yeah, like, I'm booting it out of here in first gear, expecting the car to sort of slide itself around, but it just doesn't at all up here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then if I use the handbrake, there's just too much. There's almost too much grip, I'm finding. Maybe first gear would be better. Oh, look, there's a helicopter. Now we're 40 seconds down at this stage with 4 more bloody sectors to go. Oh, dear God. Be brave through this bit and then jump on the brakes to slow it down for this bit. Oh, turn. Yeah. I'm really amazed just how much grip. Oh, yeah, okay, sure, we're on tarmac and everything, but it's a 4-wheel drive car, but this is still a very, very powerful 4-wheel drive car. And it refuses to move around at all, which I'll probably like once I get used to it, but it's when it's all... Go down a gear? There we go, we are going to go down gears eventually. Turbo lag is monumental in these as well. Admittedly, you kind of expect that with these sorts of vehicles. Oh dear, it's a long old route as well. Let's slow slow, slow. There we go. And then fire it out the other side. Go, Audi. Use all of the speed and the power and then panic and slam on the brakes. If I were you, I wouldn't be standing anywhere near. I wouldn't park your cars there. With me driving this stage, I would be much, much further away. I don't know where the road's going. Let's have a little lift. Oh, I got a fastest time. I got a green section. Holy crap. There's going to be a corner up here, I suspect. Let's have a lift and a look. And, I spy road. I think we can be fast. No, we can't be fast. No, we can't be fast. Errors. We've made a big mistake. We've made a very... Oh, I thought the road was going quicker than... at least we didn't fall off. At least we didn't have a really big accident. That was only a... That was about the tamest accident you could have at these sort of speeds on this sort of stage. Oh, okay. This is a scary, scary place. Now, that looks like a tight corner up ahead. We'll slow down for this. Yeah. It was wise to slow down. I got carried away. I got a green sector, and I thought, oh, I'm suddenly driving better. No. Too much speed. Too much speed in a silly place. Oh, there we go. We're okay. We're around that particular turn. Now, though, it's all got a bit wrong. It's all got a little bit wrong. Oh, crap, that's a tight corner. Oh, no. Saved it. God, dear. It's like if you panic and just try and get on the brakes a bit too much, it really unsettles the car. Again, there's probably something to do with the way I've messed about with the setup on here. But I'm not, again, definitely not an ideal setup, but I have survived with only a couple of minor scares around here. Yeah, it seems to be if I jump on the brakes, it's sudden... the back end suddenly wants to come around and there's nothing I can do to save it. Right, slow, or if I come on the brakes at high speeds, through these bits here we're okay, but at the high speeds it all goes horribly, horribly wrong. Again, people, I would just stay well clear. The speed limit is ridiculous on this road. Like, for normal cars, I'm pretty sure at 25 and 15 miles an hour, okay, yes, it is a dangerous road and everything, but I don't think you have to go quite that slowly. Okay, a little bit more slowly. That was a panic moment. That very nearly sent me soaring off into the abyss. Yeah, maybe not this fast. This fast is definitely dangerous. I don't know where the course is going. We're going to go on the brakes. Oh, turn. There we go. Yeah, Pikes Peak. If you want a challenge, definitely this is the game to do it in. It's ridiculous up here. Oh no, I've done it again. I carried a bit of speed and got on the brakes and the back end was, nope, we're not having any of it. Slow, more slow. We'll use the wall. That's fine. That's about the only place there is a crash barrier. Everywhere else it's just soar off into a very, very big race-ending accident. Hey, it's a little bit battered. The Quattro. We got one fastest sector time. Where did I end up? Oh, wow, I was fourth. Wow. That's impressive. Okay. So, on the tarmac stage, 10:26, and a couple of spins and a couple of things going wrong. Right, we will exit that one. Now we will have a go on the dirt, on the mixed surface. What could possibly go wrong? I think you can do... I'm not quite sure how it works. I believe we'll have it in the afternoon sunny, so I can see where I'm going. We're going for the Peugeot. Oh, there are different liveries for the Peugeot. We'll stick with the normal one. I think you get multiple runs through here to set times. I think that's how it works, but I'm not sure. Now, setup-wise, I don't know what quite is going to be the best thing for the Peugeot, because now we are going to be contending with gravel and so on, so maybe having the standard setup may be better for that. I'm going to go with it, and it's going to be a survive the first few corners. Admittedly, the Peugeot may be better than the Audi with the standard setup. How do we feel through here? Are we going to be a wallowy boat? God dear, it goes through gears like mad. We aren't a wallowy boat. Peugeot is much nicer from standard. The Quattro is terrible. Oh, we're already in the red limiter and the brakes aren't quite there. Okay, that's something to be aware of. We have very little in the way of brakes, and I should probably have extended the gear ratios. Oh, and then so we have no brakes or locked up brakes. That's the only two settings. It's being a typical Peugeot. It's on or off. and neither are particularly useful. Why is the windscreen wiper going? There was no dust well have taken the signpost out. I'm eradicating the speed limit down here. Oh dear. We've already had a fairly poor first sector. Now we've got to slow it down for this bit. Oh, good God, the gears are so short. It's ridiculous on here. I don't know where the gravel is going to start. Yeah, this is a much nicer car to drive. I've killed the spectator. It's fine. I only got a 15-second time penalty and it reset me on the road for that one. No idea where the gravel section starts. We'll get around here. Yeah, this gearbox is incredible. It's just constant gear change, gear change, gear change. I can't remember where the road goes. You need a better memory than I do to know this route. There was a hairpin here, wasn't there? Yes, that's what I was thinking of. Hairpin. Oh, God, the understeer. That was straight on. Absolutely none of the turning. The car is... I'm pretty sure these vehicles decide on their own accord what's going to happen. It's nothing... That's what I'm going to blame it on dodgy vehicles. Yes. Blame it on Skynet, not my terrible, terrible driving. We're in the limiter again. Yeah, I'm definitely on the limiter. Thank you for the achievement there. Oh, now we're on the dirt stuff. Okay, I was expecting it to be sort of the bottom half tarmac and then the top half dirt, but apparently that's not quite how it works down here. Now we should have less of the grip. Definitely more of a challenge when we're... God, the understeer. That was not something I was expecting. I'll be honest, I was... By the time I've changed up a gear, it's in the limiter already. That's ridiculous. Okay, I've seen silly gearboxes. Again, in Forza, we've had silly gearboxes when I put in race gearbox, and especially the rally gearbox in cars. I don't think I've ever seen a gearbox this strange. It's just constant buzz the limiter. We'll change up to 4th, and then limiter, 5th. It'd probably be limiter if I didn't have to instantly slow down for the next corner. I think it's more it's definitely more fun with the gravel. First gear is probably pointless. Second gear is kind of pointless. Third gear is kind of pointless. They could do with just one gear from first to third, I think. Oh, here we go. A bit wide again. Okay, so now we've got on the gravel. I don't know where the other the other percentage of tarmac is. And now we're on the limiter again. Slow down, slow down, slow down. We've bumped a couple of rocks. It's fine. Oh dear. Exploring out wide again. This is, yeah, as I said, you want an incredible challenge, this will certainly give you it. Although, because of the shonky gears, I think this is easier to drive than the Audi, because I'm just going slower, basically. I think with a better setup and so on, I certainly think this would be the quicker of the hill climb cars. It's got, I think it was 10 horsepower more than the other ones, and it's the lightest of the lot as well, so... Yeah, I think this could be a very, very quick car. I mean, it looks like setups are going to be, well, mighty important, which means go to the internet and find someone who knows what they're talking about and borrow theirs, because I don't have a bloody clue. Will be what I have to do. I think that was a better sector. I don't think I was quite as far down. Oh, that's a hairpin. I was thinking that course was curving to the left. That's not good at all. Yeah, I'm normally pretty good with my memorising racetracks, memorising tracks pretty quickly, but that's normal circuits. Like, in a couple of laps, I'll know, like a circuit I've never driven, a couple of laps I'll know what I'm doing at a circuit. But this is going to take more than a couple of runs to know what you're doing. So now we're back on the, brakes, none of them. Absolutely, it just doesn't stop. We could do with... I'll borrow the brakes from the modern rally cars, the Fiesta. That stops very nicely. Woo! Okay, having said that the Audi doesn't get sideways, this all of a sudden gets sideways as the turbo. The turbo just fires it sideways. Okay, that was a fast corner. I was thinking that was a hairpin. It was not. Slow for this. This does look like a hairpin. What was the sector that I was quickest? I think it was the third to last sector that I went with. I was only 3 seconds behind the fastest time, I think. I think I only lost 3 seconds to the leader, which is not bad for my driving. Most of that would probably have been when the car suddenly decided it wanted to go sideways. So first yeah, it's the when you change up to second, it wait, and then suddenly the turbos fire, and if you're still steering and so on, it fires it sideways. Okay. As now we've got the nice tarmacy bits. I think there is a corner coming up. I don't know which way the corner is going and how fast. Okay, there it is. Seen the corner. I've seen the corner in time, and then we've got a hairpin. Slow, slow. Oh, first gear. Mind the understeer. No, I was trying to short shift it, but then you just have absolutely no go at all. And, oh, first gear. So first, buzz the limiter. Second, wait, then buzz the limiter. It's it's such a silly thing. It just does. Who thought this was a good idea? Because there's no go from low revs. Oh, there's a bit of slide. It might work. Oh, I got a fastest sector despite terrible gearbox. It works better on the gravel. I think these cars are set up to deal with the gravel on the stage rather than to deal with the tarmacy bit. Oh god, there's just no steering. I always had a huge respect for people who drove these kind of cars at racing speeds up the Pikes Peak course. Yeah, I would not want to drive this car up here. I will be honest, it would end most definitely in my death. It's just, they're such ridiculous vehicles on a ridiculous course. What is it? I can't remember who the driver was. There's a video of them racing this car up the mixed surface Pikes Peak. It's incredible driving up here. These cars are just bonkers. Yeah, gear ratio is much nicer when we're dealing with the... I thought this road was carrying on to the right there. I'm so glad I was just being slow in general. I have made, I think, a huge amount of time up on this sector. All of a sudden. We were like 30 seconds down. Now we may be... Okay, we're still going to be down because of a couple of hairpins, but I think I might get another fastest sector here. Yeah, we've made up 5 seconds. I'm getting the hang of it. Now, this is where I had a big crash last time. I think that was the sector that I went quickly on. Was it up here? I had a big crash. I had a big sideways moment and spun. Oh no, it was a bit further around because I saw the road. It was here. Here was a dangerous corner. I navigated it. Without falling off, and then we got to actually really slow because there aren't much of the brakes here. I think I've definitely done better on the mixed surface after a very poor start on the tarmacy stuff with the Peugeot. I'm doing a bit better now. This corner, that's not the corner I thought it was. I thought that was the one that kept getting tighter and tighter. It isn't. We're going along here. Now I've lost a bunch of time on this bit here because I was too cowardly. We got 2 fastest sectors this time though. That's an improvement unless I fall off the road, in which case then it isn't. It is really an overall improvement. Don't have a silly crash now. We've made it this far. This is the corner that keeps getting, or I thought kept getting tighter. It didn't do what I thought it did. God damn it. No, now we're going to go and play very wide out here. It's fine, it's not a sudden drop off. I've only lost a little bit of time. It's a rally car, it can survive that. Oh, now we've got some hairpins. That is about the safest place you could fall off the road on this entire course. It's the only place you can get away with doing that on the most part. Now we've got rocks and crap to deal with. Probably a sudden drop. I don't know where the course is going, just to follow the inside and hopefully it'll be okay. Somehow we're all alright on there. Don't question it. Yeah, there we go. Definitely much nicer when you get this car on the gravel. Much nicer to drive through here. Really, it's almost like you want a changeable setup on the fly. You want to be able to go from tarmac to the gravel setup because it's such a different challenge. Now we've lost all of the time I made up for those 2 good sectors. Now we are back on the limiter. That was the corner I scared myself silly with, trying to take too much speed in. On the slower parts of the course, I'm okay. It's when we start going faster that I just don't have the confidence because I don't know where the course is going, basically. Brake. We're only a little bit in there. A little bit off the course. Crap, again, I thought the course was going further along before I needed to jump on the brakes. And I also forgot how abysmal the brakes are in here. That's my biggest concern with this car. As I can deal with a terrible gearbox, that just makes me slower. The brakes are what are going to make me have a really big accident. I think we're going to end up some 40 seconds at least behind the first place car again. I wasn't that much slower with the... No, I can't even remember what time I set now with the tarmac stage. 34 seconds down. I got 2 green sectors. I got it down to 25 at one point. Look at the wing. Such an incredible wing. Can't remember what time I set on the tarmac stage, but I don't think I did that much worse dealing with the gravel. In all honesty, we came 4th. Again, not too bad. Not too bad. Compared to the AIs anyway. Yeah, you want a challenge. Pikes Peak on Dirt Rally is certainly a really big challenge. The cars are crazy. The course, you're going to have to try and memorise the course. Where can you be quick and where can't you be? One slip up is going to send you into the abyss. Setups are important. Setups seem to be very important around here. You're probably going to want to tinker with it, or if you don't know what you're doing, find a website that does know what they're doing and steal theirs, because certainly the standard Quattro on the tarmac is terrible. The Peugeot is better gear ratios. I think I would be happy with the way that car handled. It's incredible. It really is. As expected, Pikes Peak is a monumental challenge, and I highly recommend that you give this game a go, and you certainly give this course a go. It'd probably be better with a steering wheel. My steering wheel I don't think is supported yet, so I've been driving that on a controller, but yeah, still give this game a very big recommendation, and Pikes Peak is utterly insane. Anyway, that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and until next time, goodbye.